Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome from Hyvinkään keskuskenttä. This is Leonardo, and Andre is here with me. We're going to be your commentator for the Finnish national team game today against Gibraltar.
Hello,
Andre.
hello. Hey.
How are you feeling today?
Yeah, feeling good. Really excited to see the game.
Yeah, it seems we're gonna have a rainy day in front of us. We're all gonna hope that the weather is gonna hold so that the teams are gonna be able to show some quality rugby on the pitch. But regardless, we are ready to experience a level of international rugby out here today. We are really excited. We see the crowds that are getting in, the stands are getting populated. So it's gonna be a good afternoon here in Hyvinkää. This is the third time that Finland and Gibraltar are gonna face each other. All of them being friendly, but they haven't been playing together since 2018.
Yeah, exactly. And the last game in 2018 was 17-5, and Gibraltar wins. And previous game one was in 2017, and the score was 22-17, and Gibraltar also wins. So let's see how it's turned out today.
Yeah, let's see if Finland wants to try and tip the scale in their favor today. This is the first time that Finland is hosting Gibraltar. Both games were played in Gibraltar before, with the first game coming in with a late try for the Gibraltar win, and the second one a more convincing one. Finland is coming though from a streak of very, very positive game under the new coach Andy Barlow. First win against Latvia just I think under a month ago in the Rugby Europe conference abroad in Riga, a 19-20 win at the death after a late try and conversion from Jonas Bask from the side, and most recently a convincing win against Estonia, 120-5 on Estonian ground.
I think convincing is not even the right word. My goodness, 5 against 120. Yes, that was more than convincing to me. So probably Finland team is really feeling good about themselves right now.
Definitely in the Estonian game we saw different levels on the field from both sides. Strong Estonian spirit, but Finland was definitely the much better team on the day. We are really interested to see here from where we stand how Finland is going to play today. It's a quite remanaged formation. Lots of players will have the opportunity today to show up their skills for maybe even the first time in this friendly game. We got many new names on the team sheet, and maybe perhaps we can start and name the players that are going to play today.
Yeah, sure.
I can start maybe on the Finnish side. For the home team, we're going to start the Luzed, Olli Räsänen. The veteran player is also going to be the captain today, so huge responsibility and great honor. Number 2, Manu Holmila from HRC. Looking forward to have his first game as a hooker with the national team. At tight head, prop, Tapio Lahtinen, another veteran of the national team. Number 4 and 5 is a HRC lock unit with Yasir Alanin and Mo Kasab. Yasser Alani for the first time wearing a Finnish jersey today. Mo has played already against Estonia last year. Completing the flanker side, Joni Mansikkamaki and Tero Sivonen, together with Stefan Rogers at number 8. Stefan that debuted against Estonia in the very last game. In the midfield, number 9, Veeti Korhonen, number 10, Ari Galivals, number 11, Niko Vartiainen, number 12, Kim Ali Keskikylä, number 13, Mikko Litmanen, number 14, Jiri Myllyvita, number 15, Matias Hyytiainen. Coming as finishers, we have number 16, Olli Palusuo, number 17, Mikael Ikonen, number 18, Mauno Kontina, number 19, Chris Denholm, number 20, Glenn Christian Kron, number 21, John Poole, vice captain for the day, number 22, Samu Petteri Pakko, number 23, Jani Koponen. So a quite stacked bench for the Finnish team today.
Yeah, and on Gibraltar's side, it's number 1. Okay, I apologize in advance if I misread some names. Sorry, guys, I'm really bad at it, but I will try my best. So, number 1, Spencer Josti. Number 2, hooker and also captain Oscar Cruz, sorry. Number 3, Tommy Grimmers. Number 4 and number 5, Joy Galloway and Lewis Honey. Flankers, number 6 and number 7, James Civiljohn and Kalip Flakonen. Number 8, Tristan Lark. I think we're about to witness it how teams go on the pitch, but I will continue. Okay, number 9, Aaron Kent. Number 10, Arton Griff, vice captain. Number 11, Chris Winrow. Number 12, Jack Naily. Number 13, Rory Morris. Number 14, Jake Tavares. And finishing with number 15, Pablo Kusar. Gibraltar team also have quite a bunch of people on the bench ready to finish the game. Number 16, Kyle Goldsmith. Number 17, Stefan Trubly. Okay, team going up on the pitch. I will continue. Number 19, Sean Mage. Number 12, Oliver Porral. Number 21, James Parr. Number 22, Julian Tiernock. And number 23, Alisher White. Okay, I hope I didn't offend anyone with mispronouncing the name.
We're gonna try and do our best
Yes.
from the position we are today, but we'll see that the teams are lined out ready. Now we're about to listen to the national anthems. Probably starting with the guest team for today. Exactly. And now for the Finnish anthem. Both teams look spirited, ready with emotion to go and play today. We know it's just a friendly game. We're not playing for the conference, or this is not going to be a test match or a ranked match, but both teams surely are going to step on the field today ready to show that they belong with their respective national team. As we said before, Andre, we are really excited to see so many new names with the Finnish national jersey today. They're going to get an opportunity to shine. We had a similar opportunity to see different players with the national team jersey about last year when the Finland played as Finland Barbarians against Estonia, and we saw a few of those players then having the chance to step up with the national team. One above all that comes to my mind is Jaakko Juutilainen, that had a massive performance against Estonia with the Finnish Barbarians, and if you have been following Finland, he had the chance to wear the jersey multiple times and have an impact on the first team matches in this cycle of the Rugby Euro Conference. But we are not that familiar, I want to say, Andre, I don't know about you, about Gibraltar, but I'm really excited to see what kind of game they're going to show today. We know them to be a spirited team. They have a really strong sevens tradition as well as a country. They're going to be challenged, I think, from this very cold May that you're going to see in Hyvinkää. What do you think?
Yeah, I think weather is kind of on Finland side. Let me ask you a question, Leo. So you've been following Finnish rugby more than I do. And how do you describe a Finnish national team? What is a like a strong part? Like, is it backs or forwards? How?
I think in the past few years, Finland has established themselves as a very physical team that was leading from the front with the pack and using the back to strike very quickly. They've had a very experienced midfield. For example, I'm thinking of Tumpi Finelli, Jussi Viljanen, able to coordinate the game. Really good finalizers. One above all is Jonas Bask. But the forwards have all very strongly been their core of their success. And this year, in the last few games also, they stepped up defensively. And we're going to see if they're going to be able to bring the same blitz defense they showed in the past few games in this one. It's a really strong kickoff start from Galivals straight into the 22 of Gibraltar. It's a strong carry down the right side, carry. Just getting outside of the 22.
Retire red, retire red.
We are seeing a breakdown. Yes. Bot set up, we're going to see a box kick exit. Finland is preparing the backfield defense. The ball has to be used, already called by Palemia Field, today's referee. Kicked out. It'll be straight outside, so it's a line out on the same spot.
That's a good kick. Middle of the... no, not middle of the pitch. So it's going to be not from T22. Not from 22, sorry. So...
For the new followers of rugby, the ball was outside the 22-meter area design, so and was kicked straight outside. So the restart is going to be a line out for Finland on the spot of the kick. Going to be... Ball is thrown in the middle. Rogers was targeted, but it's a big steal from Gibraltar in the front.
A really
Strong
good
carry, and there is an advantage for offside. Probably the 10-meter line wasn't a 10-meter, and they're going to play from their area. This is a free play for them, attacking in the middle with the centers.
Okay, so we're gonna back to advantage penalty.
Yeah, there was a good jackling opportunity there for Lidmanen, who put his hands on the ball, but Gibraltar was playing with the advantage from the offside, so now it's going to be a penalty 10 meters behind, and a new opportunity now for Gibraltar to attack. Straight into touch.
Oh, that's a good kick.
Inside the midfield of Finland. We're going to see the first set-piece strike for Gibraltar, I'm thinking right now.
Well, I would say second if you count the first one, because first line-out was really well stealed by Gibraltar. But now they're going to also put ball in the game.
Yeah. They're setting up the point really wide off 10. I'm expecting a ball off 10, hitting the middle of the field. Maybe those centers and then a quick ball on the edge out wide, but they have to win the line-out first. It's a 5-player line-out. Throw in the front. Ball is popped up. I think a good steal from Alani. And Finland gets the ball back. Lots of pressure now, close to the 22. Setting up a pod. Carrying through just outside. Good work on Gibraltar, slowing the ruck down. Ball to Galivas, who goes for the exit. It's in the middle of the field. Caught up. Not caught up from the Gibraltar 15, who knocks the ball down. And Finland escapes their first play in the red zone.
And we're going to see first scrum of the match.
Good hang time on that kid from Galivas. He didn't have much depth to get that ball, but he was able to make the most out of it. Kick up into the backfield. 15 wasn't able to catch through. We said it's a really cold day out here. We don't know if Gibraltar was expecting it. I'm expecting weather might be much warmer right now in the south of Europe. We're gonna see the first scrum for Finland. Number 9 Veeti Koronen ready to put his ball in. Captain Rasanen commanding from the left side of that scrum.
It's going to be first national level scrum for Manu as a hooker. So let's see, will he be able to win the ball back?
Referee Field clearly unhappy with the setup of the first scrum, so we're gonna reset it.
It always looks so scary when you playing a back and you're in defense, and in front of you people are ready to play set piece.
Strong push by Gibraltar, but it's a Finnish ball. Let's see for the setup.
Oh, well
Good loop
played.
play in the middle, and now there is space on the edge outside. It's a 2-on-1 ball all the way. A good defense on the edge for Gibraltar. The ball got to the end of number 11, Nico Vartiainen, but I think it was a massive tackle on the outside from Jack Tavares, number 14 from Gibraltar, who was able to use the sideline to his advantage and push the player out. It was a really good strike from Finland.
Yeah, I would say that, because the best defender is a outline, right? So if you use it, it will never miss a tackle. But it was really good set pieces. They gained a lot of meters, just the last tackle was unfortunate.
So lovely loop 10-12 right in the middle. We were able to put 15 and 11 on to play on the outside. Hyvinkää plays a nice 2v1 on the edge, serving Vartiainen, who gets about 50 meters away from the try line. Now it's a good catch from Gibraltar in the middle. Hyvinkää, number 9, commanding. Now he really wants the ball to be played outside. We go off the 10, straight an exit kick, quite deep.
That's a good kick.
Bounces infield. Hyvinkää puts his hands on the ball. He's gonna try and counter-attack himself. It's a good kick chase from Gibraltar. Finland maintains the ball. And now there is an off it, I believe.
Yeah, something in the rugs.
12, hands on ball pass.
There you go. We heard from the referee right now. Hands on the ground before on the ball when he got down. So you can't do that on a breakdown. And Finland escapes a really good kick chase from Gibraltar. Now we're back with another opportunity in the Gibraltar half for Finland.
You were fine, but it's 12. You got to the ball.
I know that it's early to say, we only in the beginning of the match, but it looks like teams have equal time, like equal opportunities to play. Looks quite even.
Not straight.
But I would say that lineouts for now, Gibraltar is better.
We saw a not straight throw on the front. Holmila trying to connect with Alani, but while Yasser was able to put his hands on the ball was deemed not straight by referee Field. So we're gonna restart with a scrum from Gibraltar in the same spot on the 15-meter.
Yeah, let's see how scrum goes, because lineouts, it's kind of more. You can see more in the lineout, right? You can see set pieces, how teams playing, how they're preparing, what they're playing. You can also see the fight in the air. Scrums is not so easy to see what's happening if it's not like dominate scrum and something.
Take a little step back.
Outplay another.
Referee Field still unhappy.
Just a little bit more space, and we'll find that upright gap.
We're gonna see now this scrum is a bit closer to our station than the previous one, so we may be able to comment on the scrum if we see something.
And that's why everyone respects front rowers.
For the spectators of the live stream, we do not have access to the video, so we don't have Zoom or anything, but we're gonna try and give you our best commentary from the station we are at. There's an early push from Finland right now, I believe from the right side, so from the Lahtinen side. So it's gonna be a free kick now from Gibraltar. Let's see what they elect to do. They're gonna, tap and play. They're gonna try to attack the middle. It's a nice pop. Joey Galloway making meters in the field. It's a sweet offload. Savignon gaining more meters and securing that rock. Gibraltar playing on the left side of the field, and it's Captain Cruz with a big carry. Again, secure the ball, making small meters. It's a slow setup. We're gonna restart now.
Oh, that's a good defense, and I believe the ball is. Oh no.
Yeah, I saw a knock on, but I believe there was hands on the ball. Palemia Field didn't like that, and now there is some back shot. Yeah, hands on the ground and then blocking the quick tap, so there's going to be 10 meters penalty gain for Gibraltar, who is now deep inside the 22 of Finland.
Yeah, it looks dangerous. Oh, they're going to kick. Yeah, I believe they're going to kick.
Gibraltar now electing to go for the penalty kick and taking possibly the first 3 points and going on the board for this game. Was the first time that we actually got a chance to see Gibraltar attack for a multi-phase in this game. Of course, we're just in the early minutes. From a quick tap penalty, gaining meters on meters to get to the left side of the field. Then it's a slow restart, setting up from Griffin that uses his centers and his forwards to gain a few meters. And then some hands in the rock that were not liked by the referee. And now we are here with the first opportunities for point for Gibraltar. See Griffin on the tee, loading up. Should be an easy kick.
22.
No,
And it's not.
it's not in.
Did he go wide left? It looked in from where we saw, but
Yeah, probably
go
wide
well left.
yeah.
We may be tricked, as you see. We don't have the
The right
usual.
angle, yeah.
We don't have the usual rugby posts today. We have some American football posts that are lined up unusually outside of the field, right behind, because of course there is no protection, and we don't want our players to
Just make sure
hit their
everyone's
heads
behind.
against posts or hit on the bottom of them. So ball went outside from a kick. Is going to be a restart from the 22, a drop goal from Galivals. On the left side, the ball has to stay infield, and it does. Chris Winrow carrying the ball for a counter-attack. Sorry, it was Jack Tavares for a counter-attack. Short ball, almost finding a gap, but it's a big tackle from Lahtinen there, bringing the ball down. Slow possession from Gibraltar, attacking again off 10. There is a big gap, possibility on offload, steps outside.
Well, that's a
Goes for
nice
the corner. It's a
footwork.
good tackle from Hyvinkää there in the corner. Gibraltar again putting pressure inside the 22.
Yeah,
10
now-
meters to gain, but it's a solid defense now. Big tackle from Holmila.
But now they smell the blood. Look, they're really into this episode. Okay, so now I think Finland, this tackle is really good. Now they managed to gain meters back and slow down the attack.
Gibraltar bouncing back in, straight where Finland wants them. They are unable to put their hands on the ball, and now there is an overload on the right side. Are they going to be able to use it? No, there's a big tackle from Lahtinen, and tentative offload, but the ball goes out, and Finland escapes a very dangerous situation.
Yeah, it was probably the most effective break lines that we've seen in this game. I believe it's it was number 10 who broke the line, right?
Yeah,
Straight
number
after
10, Griffin found a gap in the middle with a dummy pass, I believe. Stepping outside, support on both sides, managed to get the first offload, but the second support carrier was eventually tackled by Hyvinkää deep in the 22. Now it's a safe ball for Alani that has to push it back, but he gets...
Oh, it was whistled. Yeah,
it was again a not straight ball, I believe, or a knock-on.
No, knocked on at the base of the line-out.
Knock-on at the base of the line-out. We've
No, the
heard
base of the
now
line,
very
okay.
clearly from referee Fields. It was a clear win on the front from Alani, and then there was a knock-on
Yeah, you're on
from
it,
the
yeah.
receiver. Probably a miscommunication there. You want to play it safe when you get into the 22. And now Gibraltar again with an opportunity deep inside the 22 to strike with the set-piece play.
and even closer than the last time. Yeah, let's see how scrum goes, because last scrum, if you remember, it was a free kick,
Crouch!
because Finland
In.
had an early push.
Bind!
Let's hope that this time scrum
Sit.
will gonna be played
Referee Fields
properly,
slowing
yeah.
down the tempo of his calls just to make sure that the
Back
scrum
nine,
goes away.
back
It's a
nine.
big push from Gibraltar.
Oh, that's a really good push.
Both front rows
And
are
a
up.
free kick
No.
as well.
And no,
Oh, and a quick ball.
yeah.
No,
Referee
no.
unhappy.
Both
He
front
says
rows are
both front rows went up.
Reset,
Unhappy
scrum.
with how they played. So it's going to be a simple restart for Finland right here. Gibraltar gets another opportunity to get the ball and strike inside the 22.
I need you
It looked to me that the Finnish pack was struggling a little bit against the pressure from the Gibraltar forwards, but
It might
what
be a clue
the
there.
referee saw much better than us was that both front rows went up at the same time, effectively nullifying the efforts of both packs. And we restart now.
Bind! Sit!
Oh, that's a good spirit. I don't know which team is
Gonna
screaming,
play.
but they're really into this scrum.
Playing it in the middle of the left side, it's a big tackle and good slowing down on that ball. Now there is a chance again for Gibraltar to play, but the numbers are even for Finland now. It's a one-on-one, ball gets on the left side, it's a big tackle, I believe from Jiri Myllyvita on the right side, and hands on the ball, and Finland gets it back. No, okay, crawling on the ground. Okay,
sorry.
double movement
on the
to
five.
try and go and score that try, and we didn't. The Gibraltar player
He's
didn't
going
get
on
there.
the-
I
wait
think
till
it was
the
a straight carry, big carry for number 11, Chris Winrow. Finland did a really good job in stopping the opportunity in the middle and buying enough time for their players to go and fold and have an even number defense against attack. Was a good pressure, big evasion from Chris Winrow, number 11, but I believe Jiri Muluvita, number 14 for Finland, managed to stop Winrow from going and score the try.
Yeah, that was a really lovely tackle. He managed to gain meters to slow down the game and make his opponent confused enough. So he tried to play on the ground, and then we get ball back. Now we're gonna see a line out. Nice. It was a good exit kick from Finland.
Gibraltar, take a step. There we go.
So today this is Manu Holmina's first game as hooker, and he's taking his reps as a line-out thrower. Good exercise, I want to say. Now this one is...
Again, there was competition, not straight.
Not straight again.
Okay.
Let's actually explain. I didn't realize that Manu is
No,
also
it's not straight, there was competition.
throwing the ball for the first time on the national level. So probably pressure is affecting.
Yeah, pressure is high, but this is where you want to
Yeah.
play, right? When the pressure is
Exactly.
rising up.
Exactly.
Manu Holmina, a new youngster coming up for Finland, of course, is not even 20 yet and just got some caps under his belt with Finland in 2024. Now looking to earn a permanent spot on the roster with a performance today. He's called with a big shoes to fill
Fellas,
in the front row.
I need to see longer binds from both the sets of props. No,
You know,
no,
here how
because
referee
both you
again
drawing the hook isn't to be
not
down up to the
satisfied
shoulder.
with how
I need to
first
see a
row
gap
playing from
between
the both
shoulders.
sides.
Get your shoulders punched through both sides. Let's go again.
We're seeing very clear commands from the referee today. We hope that his voice is also on your feed. He also explains that he wants to see clearer bind. He's instructing people quite neatly on what he wants from the scrums. We've seen us taking our time to set those up because we want clarity and safety. Ball back in from Kent. Another safe win, and the puck is now making meters, but the ball is available, so Gibraltar is going to play again off 10 to the 11, stepping outside, attacking in the last 15, making meters, breaking 1-2 tackles, trying the offload now, getting the ball down, secured by Gibraltar, who is again inside the 22, attacking in the small gap and
tackle!
Securing the breakdown, and now there is an opportunity to play with space out in the edge. They've seen it, try to get the ball out wide, but handling
Unlucky.
Ellen didn't get the best of them. It's a knock-on from number 6, Avignon. I think it was a good setup play from Gibraltar that after a big line break was managed to create space on the edge on the left side, and they tried to have a quick strike, ball quick off the 10 with a long pass. Unfortunately, a knock-on around the 50-meter mark prevents Gibraltar from a possible scoring opportunity. Finland again escapes, and now it's going to be their duty to get out of the red zone and go and try and play in Gibraltar's half.
Yeah, Gibraltar's backs are really dangerous. You can see in second line break, it's like clear missed tackle. So the attacker outplayed the defender and gained a lot of meters because it's really hard to cover tackle when it's already missed. So you need to chase the player. And I really like how Gibraltar has managed to, as Leo said, build up on that. So already set up a new phase on attack.
Play off the 12, Galivals again, similar strikers before, it's a 3-on-1 now. Beautiful ball to Hyvinkää, which has a support, doesn't manage to connect, the ball bounces, but it's backwards, Galival immediately providing support, and now Finland has secured the ball on the edge. There was a big opportunity now, there is an advantage for Finland, free play.
Again.
12, you can't play the 9.
Oh no, wait, it's a penalty, okay.
Yeah.
Can't play the 9,
I like that it was 3v1, as you said, and we see one
12.
pass, and then it was, I believe it was
Offside,
2v1,
playing the
but we
9.
didn't see pass. Player go himself, secures the ball, and I think it was a right call, because last time when we had the same situation, Finland lost the ball because they ran into the out line. Now they choose to save the ball and continue the attack, and as we can see, it brings some benefits, because it was a penalty. Now they're going to restart from the line out.
Good work though from Finland in creating some space on the edge. Sooner or later, when you create this many opportunities, something will come along. Now you know that with the new rules, you cannot play the 9, so if a 9 is already set up to play off rock, you cannot interfere with them, and that's why a penalty was allowed to Finland. There is another line out, straight on the 10-meter line. We're going to see if we're going to be successful now on the Finnish side. It's another steal from Gibraltar.
Oh, yeah,
Fellas,
yes.
I can't let it go. First knocked on, then knocked on again. To scrum, Gibraltar ball.
You heard it clearly from the ref. Knock on
Sorry,
Finland,
fellas,
knock
it
on
looked good,
Gibraltar.
but unfortunately
We're gonna
not
restart
on.
with the scrum.
Let's just take it on there.
Yeah, I hope Finland really need to find a
Yeah.
way to stabilize the lineouts.
But they were down on
Good
the
thing
ground at that
though,
point,
if
so
you
it's
have
fine.
something like that, then you have a scrum and you have more time, you can like rest a bit and stuff, but you don't have the ball, and it's the most important stuff in basically any game. You need to have the ball to score the try, so I hope Finland will fix this mistake. Now we're gonna see scrum.
Bind!
As we seen already today, Gibraltar's backs are really dangerous, so and now it's in the middle of the pitch, so they can clearly kick forward or maybe play on hands, so it's even harder to defend. And it's a kick.
Gonna go with a spiral kick. It's gonna go straight outside. We were not in a 22, so we go back. I believe Gibraltar was trying to put some pressure on close to the line out on Mylluvita, number 14 for Finland side, with a spiral kick, which is notoriously very hard to catch, but the ball went straight outside. So we're gonna restart from with a lineup for Finland, about 10 meters forward from the previous one.
And you know what, Leo? When you see that line out of your opponent it is not so stable, you can give yourself this chance, right? Because, well, yeah, we try to kick. Worst case scenario, we kick out, so it's going to be line out on of the opponent. But it all starts from the line out, so maybe we'll have another chance to do it. So it was a really nice, smart play. Okay, but
that's a smart and safe
there's
play
also
in
smart
the
play
front.
from Finland as well, yes.
Still got to be straight at the front of the line out.
Oh, no, but it's still not straight.
Still not straight.
Unfortunate. But it was really good call, though.
Straight to the front of the line out.
Finland tried the trick play, playing a quick ball to the prop in the front, which was completely free to catch that ball. But again, the ball was deemed, I believe, from the touch judge this time, not straight, and that's the reason why we are starting again with a scrum.
Even if you give the ball not to the player who are jumping, it's still supposed to be straight. So now we're gonna see another scrum, and that exactly as I said, like you give yourself chance. Even if you fail, maybe you will have another one. And now Gibraltar feel more confident about this set piece. By set piece, I mean lineouts. And Finland kind of worry about it, need to come up with some creative way to play. Okay, still scrum.
We collapsed immediately on the left side. This scrum is a little closer to our station, so I'm really intrigued to see if we can see a bit more of the battle that is going on.
Pre-engaged both hookers, right? That's where the instability is coming from.
More clear instruction from field, or where the instability is coming from. Talking this time to both hookers and the loser for Finland and tied for Gibraltar on the things he wants to see now.
Yeah, I hope, Leo, you're going to explain us, because I've been playing rugby and watching rugby for 10 years now, I think, or even 11, and I still don't have a clue.
It's a good engage from Finland.
What's happening in the first row? Like,
but it's a good
now
set up from
stable.
Gibraltar now to play again with an execute. There is a plenty of space. Is this going to be a 50-22? No, the ball bounces in field. Hyvinkää chases, stays in bounds, and now he has an opportunity for a counter-attack. Evades the first tackle, stays on his feet, which is really good. But no, he went down and the hands on the ball. Okay, no, okay.
What was a double movement?
No. Let's see what the referee calls, but what I saw from here was that Hyvinkää did indeed went down and the referee called for tackle, so he had to release the ball. Instead, he kept running, believing that it was not brought to ground, so that a tackle was not completed, and that's just a penalty.
Oh, wait, and is it a try? Yeah.
The double whistle confused that, but yeah, I believe this is a try for Gibraltar, with a quick dub play from the penalty.
Based on emotions of the players, probably it's a try. Yeah, it's just a quick play. And they go in. Well, it was really close to the try line, so probably you need to try this type of stuff.
I think we got confused by the double whistle instead of the single whistle, or decisive whistle, to call it a try, but given the emotions, as you said, from the Gibraltar team. First score for Gibraltar, that now went up on the board. It's 5-0, an opportunity to put 2 more with the conversion kick. What did you think about this first, I want to say, first 15, 20 minutes of play from Gibraltar so far, Andrei?
I like how, well, first of all, as I mentioned multiple times, backs are really dangerous. We see, I believe, 2 or maybe even 3 like clear break lines. What I also like that they see weakness in Finnish team in terms of line out and they try to use it. But Finnish team has a good defense. Both of this really dangerous break line was stopped. So if Finnish team have more ball, more chances to attack, we will see. Well, the game probably could change. So. What do you think, Leo?
Definitely, I saw like a very organized team from the Gibraltar side. Everything is rotating around the number 10, Ayrton Griffin, which is clearly like the playmaker today, and is dictating as a field general what the team is going to do. They're working really well. Both times they went really close to score or scored, came up after a line break happened. And in the middle of the field, from an inside shoulder that was not protected. So this is what Finland has to have a look at. Finland has been doing a good job when they managed to push Gibraltar towards the edge, so protecting their inside. Now the ball popped out after a tackle, but he went backwards, so it's still an opportunity to play. It's a 3v3. Gibraltar has to keep the ball inside. Ooh, really, really big tackle from Ali Keskikula, blocking immediately a chance to play. Now Gibraltar restarting inside the 22. The ball was brought out, then back in, then out. So we know that they cannot get out immediately with a kick. Playing in the middle, there is not a strong pressure now from Finland, just waiting, and they're outnumbered on the outside. But they managed to put their hands on the ball.
From the side.
Sorry, Hunters from the side.
And it's really good position for the kick. Let's see what Finland gonna do with that ball. But I would say that it's better to kick. Well, to be honest, it's the posts are far away, right? Even if it seems like it's close, but because it's a different position.
The posts are about 50 meters behind where they're supposed to be. I believe that Finland do not trust their line out at the moment, and that's why they decide to go for a tap penalty. Captain Razanen charging, and there is an advantage for not 10 played. I think played too fast, playing the 9 now, so the advantage is still up. There's a big tackle of Alani.
Yeah, it's going to be an advantage, yes. Yeah. After that type of tackle,
I felt it. We see that Yasser Alani is slow to get up right now.
Yes, I hope he's alright.
Big lock, it's taking his sweet time to go up, and now he's ready to play. I think he got blindsided, but attack on the outside. A big pressure from Gibraltar, but ooh.
Don't pre-bind.
Referee Field really picky with where the ball has to be tapped and start. And again, Finland with the same opportunity. Razanen with a tap and go and gets tackled immediately. This time is good. Now we're about 50 meters away from the try line. We go 8 to 10, attacking in the middle. Hanging on to the ball, Ali Keskikula now playing a 3v2 on the close side, but Koronen gets tackled before they get snapped, brought outside. There was an advantage, okay.
It feels like Gibraltar have one more player because they use the sideline so well into defense. It's like when they break the lines, they break in the middle, and it's really hard to defense. When Finland breaks the line, it's normally after the outnumbers on the wing. So it's nice, and it's like kind of how rugby is supposed to work, to give ball on the wing.
There, Rafael, let it go, we pass through.
Oh, is it a try line? So we're really close to have a...
And it's held up.
Oh, that's a good defense.
Recapping what has happened in the last 60 seconds. So it was a penalty for Finland as number 9, Veeti Korhonen, tried to pick and go for himself, playing with 3v2 on the side. He got tackled high, so it was a penalty. Played from Finland, another charge from the captain Razanen, who got tackled past the try line, but the ball was not pinned on the ground. You know that you have to ground the ball for a try to be awarded in rugby. The ball was held up, and the restart is going to be now goal line kick.
Yeah, but that was after.
I really like creativity from Finnish team because it's obvious line out did not work how they're supposed to be. And they come up with a simple solution, just let's tap and go, let's tap and go. And look, they have like, how many, 2-3 penalties on the row? And now they're literally on the try line. Unfortunately, it wasn't a try, but still pressure was really high, so...
We have seen a very organized defense from Gibraltar so far. They're applying the blitz defense, especially next to the breakdown. But we've seen Finland slowing down a couple of plays, try to bait them into coming offside. They bid an offside penalty already, we'll see now. Now it's a cross kick from Gallivals on the left side. Straight outside. Well judged by Ayrton Griffin again, who let just the ball get out. So it's going to be a line out from Gibraltar around the middle of the field. We haven't seen many lineouts for Gibraltar so far. One was stolen from the front from Alani. So we're gonna see now if Gibraltar will be able to have some offensive success, something that Finland is already still looking for with their lineouts. Single jump in the front, ball thrown straight in the back. Let play because there was no contest, even though it was not fully straight. But these are the new rules. Now it's a strong carry from Chris Winrow again, which has been used a lot. But the ball has been stolen from Galivals. Rogers now with the carry, staying on his feet. Tackle down in the middle. Finland has the opportunity to play on both sides. The ball was knocked on, I think. No, okay, hands on the ground. I got confused by the direction of the advantage given by the ref. It was clearly hands in the rock. We saw that Rogers went on the ground. The ball was cleared above him as he presented, and then he popped up on the side. It was clearly a sign of Gibraltar putting their hands on the rock. We know that this is not allowed when a rock now is contested. Garival straight outside, and now we are deep inside the 22. A second opportunity for Finland to strike. They went really close before with Razanen, but it was held up. Remember, the score for now is 5-0 for Gibraltar.
I like the set piece that Gibraltar played in the previous lineout. It was nice, and they froze the ball to the last lifter. So it's really hard to contest.
It's another steal from Gibraltar. We tried to go in the front with the first dummy to Stefan Rogers, but again, I believe the jumpers from Gibraltar might have some extra centimeters that are coming really in handy right now. We're deep into the 22, so we're gonna see an exit, maybe the next phase. We're gonna play with the puck. Number 6 Sauvignon gets a line break, and now we're gonna play with numbers outside from Gibraltar. Sweet pass to the outside for Winrow. We see really sweet hands from Griffin today. Number 10 for Gibraltar.
But it was blocking from another Gibraltar player, so it's gonna be penalty. At least that was assistant referee was showing.
Yeah. We see this was not like a voluntary blocking, but he bumped into his own player, so this is going to be a turnover and a scrum for Finland. Interesting way that, and really nice way that Gibraltar was able to create an opportunity to attack inside their own 22. Really sweet hands. We have seen this connection between number 10 and number 11, Griffin and Winnow, a lot. Exactly. They're finding each other both from the middle to the edge and with inside line, who got already a few line breaks from Gibraltar. We don't know this team very well, but I want to believe, Andre, that they know each other very well. They probably have played together multiple times, and they have this sweet synergy that you can create with people.
You can say that. Number 11, he had a lot of time on the wing. He had time to catch the ball, to look around, to make a decision. He get away from the outline. It's only unfortunate blocking with another player, but that happens sometimes.
We'll see what Finland go now. We see Galivals have given a few directions to his line, but the ball has to go through the pack. Now it's a solid push, very, very steady on the left side. But now Gibraltar with the counter-attack. The ball was not quick to get out. Koronen manages to get it to 10. Ali Keskikula with the quick hands is not a clean ball, but now we're able to get out. No, sorry, Ali Keskikula now was Litmanen with the quick hands in the middle, managed to get the ball out. Galivals carrying in the middle. It's another big tackle. Finland is playing, I think, by memory, but they're not looking for much space. Now Galivals with the dummy. Now there is some space outside. Quick dummy pass. For Razanen, there was an opportunity to play, but now there was a blocking again.
Unfortunately, and it was a nice line from I didn't see the number, but one of the pod. But unfortunately, it's lead out to this blocking. That was a nice nice attack from Finnish side.
Yeah, we saw a good setup. The instability of that first scrum really confused them. Oh, now it's a good kick.
Oh, really good kick.
Muluvita judges the ball out, but he manages to bounce in. So now it's going to be a good opportunity for Gibraltar to attack. Yeah, we were saying that Finland had won the scrum, and I think they took their sweet time to play the ball out, giving an opportunity to the Gibraltar pack to counter-attack. So their first strike was a bit slow, and then they managed to come back. Galivali with the dummy served. Razanen had an opportunity to play. It was a sweet pull dummy, but the line from Lahtinen was judged a blocking line, and referee Field was unhappy with that. Turned into a penalty for Gibraltar. That now is the line out deep into Finland territory, as you see.
But you know what I also noticed? Like break line, well, not break lines, but when Finland managed to distribute ball out wide, was because of this classical rugby move when 12 and 13s without the ball switch places. 13 stops the defense, and 12 gets the ball and distributed back. But this time, Gibraltar reads this set piece, and it was not so confident. Finland still managed to distribute the ball and gain some meters, but it was, how do you call it? It was read by the read by the defense. Thank you. English grammar.
I do want to say it's from what we have seen so far, it's a solid defensive performance from Gibraltar. Very polished and putting a lot of pressure on this. I want to say a new Finnish formation that is still trying to glue and gel together.
Yep.
But I'm confident we're going to see this team grow throughout the game. And now it's another win from Gibraltar and see that effect. Now it's a good closing defense line, not so clean handling from Gibraltar, but now it's a lovely offload to the right side, a big tackle.
And another
Tavares
offload.
manages to offload the ball, and Gibraltar secures the ball. We see a Finnish player now on the outside, so if he's not able to rejoin, Finland has one player down at the moment. Big enemigo, big tackle from Razanen that causes a knock-on. So the captain there putting a big shift for his team. Knock-on from Gibraltar. We're gonna restart from Finnish scrum.
Well, you know, I have a question for you. So, if I understand correctly, Gibraltar is not part of the World Rugby ranking system. So does it mean that Finland kind of have chance to experiment with the line out, with the people who is playing? Because even if they lose, they will not gonna lose the points or lose the place on the ranking.
I want to believe definitely so. Do you want to call this game like a practice, a friendly match?
Yeah.
This is a good opportunity for Finland to test out new players because there is nothing but this very game as the prize for today.
Yeah.
Not bad break either.
Well, then it's a really smart decision because we see how some stuff doesn't work, some stuff works. What I like, how I mentioned multiple times, is how Finland managed to distribute the ball to the wings, which is I don't know, it's first, when you start to play rugby, first things that coach asking for the players is guys, please just give pass to the wing. Just if you distribute ball to the wing, I will be happy, even if it not gain any meters. But here we clearly see that Finland managed to do that, but unfortunately it's not converting to tries yet.
We're going to see the first substitution of the match. I believe it's Vartiainen that is coming off the field. I think he got a really bad bump on the outside of the field on the contact in tackling number 14 Jack Tavares. So number 23 Jani Koponen is stepping on the field. Jani Koponen, you have seen him multiple times in the starting lineup for Finland. So you're if you're for the home team, you know who we're talking about.
Dodgy is what you're saying.
It's a pity because Vartiainen, I think, put a really big shift on his side in this first part of the match. A couple of really big tackles and a big carry at the beginning of the game. A pity to see him come out so soon, but it is what it is. Safety first. If he cannot continue, he cannot continue.
Rugby is a contact sport, yes, sometimes this stuff just happens. Well, at least he was walking himself, so we're hoping that it's nothing serious.
Sorry, that was my misread. It's number 13, Mikko Litmanen, that came out.
Okay.
I said from our place, we're trying to see what we see. Coroner with a nice grabber through the line. Difficult ball for Gibraltar that has to try and tap it with the foot. Number 15 tried a football move and he went straight out.
You know what? Interesting. Last scrum, Finland managed to take ball from the scrum. It was really dangerous. Gibraltar pressure was really strong, but now they risk, and you could see how number 9 immediately run out wide, expecting ball from number 8. It was super risky and counterintuitive to do. And the next play, they do a grabber, super creative, and it actually worked because they managed to put pressure. They managed to have a. Wait a second. Why is a penalty? I thought it's a.
This is gonna be a penalty. It was a line out for Finland, and then a Gibraltar player stood inside the 5 meter to block the throw.
Okay.
This is not allowed, so it's gonna be a penalty. A really easy penalty, soft penalty given. Sorry, an easy penalty, not a soft penalty. It was a correct penalty, but it was a silly mistake from the Gibraltar side to give a penalty to Finland. Then now it's deep inside the 22 with an opportunity to score.
But first we need to. By we, I mean Finnish team need to win the line out. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah. We're gonna see now. Might be the second time that we see a full line out. 7 players from the Finnish side. So I'm expecting like a big maul if the ball is brought down.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Ball to Rogers, it's another steal.
Another steal,
It
but
was a really good read from...
at least it was forward. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
straight. That's important.
Big tackle from Rogers, now stopping immediately.
Wait a
Mappy
second.
now, they're playing really close to our station so we can see what's going on right now. Individual carry and monster tackle, double tackle I saw from Alani, and I think Lahtinen. No, Rogers, ball is stopped, popped into the... Oh, it's a big missed chance right here from a fortuitous kick that was blocked. Gibraltar has a chance to play, but Hanley gets down. Oh, what a messy situation. There was a kick that was stopped, ended up in the hands of a Finnish player that got tackled immediately, losing the ball forward. Gibraltar tried to play out wide, but they caused a knock-on on the side. We're going to restart from a scrum for Gibraltar, really close to the 22. But what an occasion for Finland, and what a reaction defensively from Gibraltar.
Yeah, that was really, really good blocking from the Finnish defense, but yeah, as you said, Gibraltar was ready to defend as well. Why is it a scrum though?
It's from the first knock-on from,
I see,
from the
right,
Finnish side.
yeah, got you.
I think a really good shift defensively here from Finland after they've lost the ball, managing to pin Gibraltar into the rack twice with a couple of really strong double tackles. One that I really like from Alani and Lahtinen, pinning right there, right before the kick.
And exactly this type of tackles give you chance to press the kicker and creates this messy situation like we just saw. So yeah, it was really good defense.
Both of you guys need to give space to each other, all right? That's a one and only warning, both of you. Okay.
Again, using referee Field's words, he just issued another warning to both front rows. He's clearly unhappy with the early setup. He's giving them lots of direction. We'll see when the time will come that one of the two backs is going to be punished.
Bind! Sit!
Tommy Grimes, the tight end for Gibraltar, being really tall, and Razanen tries to see an opportunity there, but Gibraltar is quick to get the ball out. Lark with the carry to gain some meters and some breathing air for Gibraltar, but the ball is out, hands on the ball, and there is a big steal from the Finnish side. I believe Alani was able to put their hands on the ball. Gibraltar has to go to the side to get in. Carry from Razanen, are they able to put the ball down this time?
Would be a try or not.
Referee taking his time to the side, and he's probably going to be held up. We're going back from the penalty. I believe it was not 10 from the tap and go. So we go back. I think it was a really good sequence. Alani with the hands on the ball, cleared from the side from Gibraltar. Quick tap penalty for Razanen that once again was held up.
Yeah, but did you like...
It went down after I blew the whistle. Fellas, wait.
So let's see, it's going to be probably one more tap and go from the Finnish team. Which is make total sense because it's 5 meters to the try line, you're on the middle of the pitch. Okay, tap and go, big tackle.
Carrying and is stopped just a couple meters before. Alani gets the ball, lowers the body. It's a big tackle from Gibraltar fighting, and it gets stopped right away. Immediately, we see Gibraltar trying to slow down that ruck by pinning the player on the ground. Another opportunity 4 meters away from the try line. This Razanen again, a big double tackle from Gibraltar.
You know,
Koronen commanding. It's a big exit. Galivas tried to do the ball on the inside, but number 8 Rogers was not ready. It's another big tackle from Gibraltar, gaining about 10 meters. And Finland has to reorganize their ideas. Kasab with a big bump first, but then again Griffin with a monster tackle, pushing him behind.
You don't see like Finnish controls this piece of the play. It looked like Gibraltar was in charge, and now they win the ball back. And I want to say it's second time when Finland was in the try zone of the opposition, and both times they didn't manage to ground the ball. So probably what they need to do, they need to find a way to distribute ball and have less defenders in the try zone. Oh, I believe it's a halftime.
And this is the end of the halftime. Yeah, a pity for Finland, and again, doesn't find an opportunity to score. As you said, twice they crossed the try line without being able to put the ball down. Then they had another opportunity to play, but maybe a bit more organization is required, a bit more clarity on those breakdowns. I think Gibraltar is doing everything that they can legally to slow down those rucks. I've seen plenty of players trying to pin down the the ball carrier, complicating the work for the Finnish rockers in support in attack. And this time the support on the pod carried by Kasab was a little late. It was a not releasing penalty for Gibraltar that with the advantage elects to just stop and kick out to end the first half. And what a first half for the away team.
Yeah, that was, I would say for the both team, it's really interesting to watch. Okay, yes, it looked like Gibraltar have advantage. They're controlling the game more. They have a clear parts of the game when they have an advantage. But in the same time, score is only 0-5. Anything could change. We already see Finland cross the try line twice. Didn't get any points for that, unfortunately, but still, it's a marker of success. You just need to capitalize on that.
Yeah, it's very important for Finland now not to be dragged down by the fact that they did not manage to score right before the half, but more with the conviction and the idea that they were able to get so close to scoring and create opportunities. They just have to do that again in the second half. Conversely, on the Gibraltar side, they come back into the locker room acknowledging the fact that they had a huge defensive shift in this first half. Good ideas in attack, just not being able to be that clinical with the few opportunities that they get. Especially in this last, I want to say 10 minutes, they got pinned back by Finland in their half because of many of their mistakes. Finland have been able to be a bit more disciplined on the defensive side in this last part of the first half, and that came to their advantage. We're gonna log off now for the halftime, and we're gonna get back to you right before the start of the second half. See you in about 10 or 15 minutes.
See you. Finland start the game by kickoff. So now it's Gibraltar who gonna do that, and teams also swap sides because that's how it goes in rugby.
See something? There we go. We're missing one from that side, yeah.
Yeah, we've definitely seen what I think was a short halftime, pausing for the two teams. I guess not much rest needed. Both teams really eager to go back on the field. The score is still 5-0 for Gibraltar. The guest team here has come up on top from the first 40 minutes of the game. We're gonna see what happens in the second half. I saw at least one change on the Finnish side. Samu Petteripakko is in. I also saw John Poole in the middle of the field. We're gonna figure out who came out a little later. I see also Glenn Christiankron in the field.
Yeah, I got you.
We're gonna figure out as we go who came out. Finland carrying just close to the 22. We're gonna see an exit kick, I believe, here from the left foot of Galivas. Cutting through just enough to go out of pressure. So Finland gaining a few meters on this kick.
Yeah, that's a okay kick from your own 22.
I see also number 18, Mauno Kontila in.
Yeah, Patrick, ball.
So we've had
Patrick.
3 changes in the forwards. I believe Manu Holmila came out and Mauno Kontila came in. Then trying to see the numbers here to say it came out, but we're gonna figure it out in a bit.
Hey, it's clear. It's 5.
Finland call they call 5 number from Gibraltar, so we're gonna play a line of 5 players. Finland adjusting numbers. Long throw, nice throw from Gibraltar, attacking in the middle.
And a nice set piece. They really tricked the defense in that line out.
No contest there from Finland, but there was a nice dive into that ruck. Trying to playing out wide a ball for Flakoner, but the ball is not quite reaching his hands. Bounce a couple of times, gets out. Finland gets a tasty line-out opportunity exactly in the middle of the field.
I really like the fact that there is no rain. Clouds are so grey, but thankfully weather is perfect for rugby. It's not hot. There is no rain.
For now.
For now. Well, let's hope that it's going to stay that way.
The risk of jinx here is really, really high. Let's see how Hyvinkää is going to react to that.
Yes.
Good win for Finland now, playing 9-10. Ball in the middle for Koponen. Big carrying, breaking a couple of tackles. Finland making meters. His advantage now for not rolling away, I believe. Gali with a one-hand catch, a little bit of skill right here. Ali Keskikula gaining meters, bouncing back into the field. It's a nice clear up on the track from John Poole. Alani, nice handling ball for Lahtinen, gaining meters, support. Nice to see Finland playing now this way. The ruck was low down, so good opportunity now for Gibraltar to reset the defense. Good bounce from Tero Simonen on the inside, gaining a couple of meters. There is no advantage.
12. I've not made the mark. I've not made the
Still
mark.
have the ball. It's
Tap and go from John Poole.
Oi, oi, oi.
Didn't play on the mark.
Such a silly moment.
Calm down.
The referee is really not happy about that. Well, I can understand when you multiple times say it's just kind of like hurts, like please,
12,
I show you the mark. But it's such a lovely start from Finland. We see they control the ball.
12,
Number 10
rolled
is
into the
pretty
ball
active.
carrier.
They
That's
won
the
the
ruck.
line out finally. And now we see another opportunity to attack.
We're staying down the middle now. It might be way too far to try kick, given that there is extra 50 meters to reach the goal post. So we're gonna go for line out. I feel with the subs, Finland might be feeling a little bit more safe. There was an attempt from Gibraltar's number 14 perhaps, or 11 maybe, to go and keep that ball in bounds, but it just lands outside and it doesn't go. Could have been an opportunity to see some of those ball in touch, not in touch shenanigans that we saw like on a rugby field.
Move down.
Kontila at the throw, in the front, Christian Kohn, good catch. Finland now setting up the maul, and it's advancing and making meters, playing the advantage from the side. We saw it as well here from our station. Finland keeping 80 meters now. It's 5 meters away from the try line. The maul is blocked, and we're gonna reset back. The maul died down in the second attempt, but we're
Number
playing
8
from
from
the
the side.
advantage. Number 8 from the side. And Finland has another opportunity now, about 50 meters away from the try line.
And I have to say, they start from the middle of the pitch. Then they have a really good kick and line out that converts to the really powerful push, and they still have the ball.
Ooh, we're seeing now Gibraltar giving away a few penalties in a row, not 10, not rolling away like before. Will this be penalized soon? We'll see. An opportunity for Finland to strike now. It's a slow breakdown, setting up the attack. Christian Kron with a big carry in the middle, making meters. Razanen clearing the track.
Held up.
Held up
Back from the penalty.
again.
And penalty again. I think it's 4th on the row. Crazy. It's so fascinating how this small break between halves can change everything. Like you can have 2 new teams coming up. Like the last. Let me remind you, last minute of the game of the first half, Gibraltar controls the ball. Then they just kick it out, and they was confident they has 1 try more. But now they hold on to this defense, and they have to break the rules to stop Finland.
Listen to the ARs.
We've seen a big, we call them impact players. We've seen a big impact for the people that came out from the bench for Finland. Kontila, Christian Kron, and Pool in the front. All of them already responsible for a few. And that's finally a try for Finland crossing the line.
Yeah, this time they managed to ground it just fine.
Trying to figure out who crossed the line.
Yeah, it's
impossible
the
for us to
opposite
see.
point. It's opposite point of ours. So unfortunately, we can't really say. We are just trying to watch the replay. In the
Seems
meantime,
from the replay, Mauno Kontila, number 18, was able to score.
that's our congratulations for this try.
Thank you, Andre, for the clutch replay option that you provided us.
I was thinking only about the game time, but we actually can use it as
It's
replay.
gonna come in handy. Yeah.
So let's see. Now it's going to be, I believe, first kick for Finland to perform, and it's really tricky with this. Yeah, and as you can see, because posts are far away, and it's really hard to adjust, and I think that's what just happened. So it's not in, unfortunately.
Yeah, really tough kick like there to convert for Galivas. Ari, who plays for Porvoo, he's is a great kicker. But this was a really tough kick to convert, both from the side and with extra 10-15 to add. Really tough. Just went a little on the right, closed it a little bit to gain a bit more, but it didn't work. Now we see Chris Denholm coming on the field for Olli Razanen. Probably we're gonna see Chris taking. I'm curious to see if Chris is gonna go for tight end and Tapio is gonna Lahtin is gonna move to Luzad, or Chris is gonna work at Luzad, which is one of his position. Obstruction on the kick, and this is a good play from Gibraltar and getting the ball back. I think that, yeah, there was obstruction on the kick in Christian Kron, blocking one of the receivers from Gibraltar, and we have seen, especially in the last year, that this was penalized a lot on rugby fields. We want to see more contest on those high balls for spectacle, and this is one way to enforce it. Gibraltar elects to go for the kick, and it's an opportunity to extend the five draw to a 5-8 advantage for them.
Yes, and I have to say about this penalty that we just seen. It's so, yes, it was a obstruction, but it didn't even work because player with the ball still was tackled hard, and I believe, yeah, I wouldn't be on the. I don't know how to finish this phrase anyhow. Leo, please jump in.
I think, every game goes down to the interpretation of the law by the referee, and in this case, referee field decided to be very clinical with the way he referees those obstructions. We know that as long as the same judgment meter has been used throughout the game.
No, sure. It's clearly right.
It's a good kick now from Gibraltar. The conversion is 8-5.
Oh, it's the first time when this weird goalpost was taken. Yeah, I'm not questioning the referee decision. It was completely right. It's just the episode itself is just so frustrating for the Finnish team. Imagine the player who catch the ball, get tackled really hard, and then that was obstruction. Yeah.
All for nothing.
All right, whenever you're ready, just make sure everyone's behind you.
Okay, but now we're gonna see a kickoff and maybe Finland.
Nice kick up deep inside the 22 meters. Oh, and it's a knock-on
mistake, yes.
from Gibraltar. Big mistake that brings Finland right into
I like
the
the way you guys
50
try
meter.
to let the backs play, but it becomes a problem.
Bit of a cheeky comment right there from the referee about letting the backs play from the beginning. But now it's a big opportunity for Finland with the scrum inside the 22. We have seen now that from the bench came in finishers that have plenty of caps on their backs and that already made an impact on this game. So we're gonna see like a dangerous attack now from Finland. Two sides of play. I guess we're gonna read the defense.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Big win now. Poole carrying the ball, trying to connect outside. Goes himself, breaks a tackle, just a couple of meters short. Finland using the pack. Just a meter away. And to use the speedball, Lahtinen on the ball for Rogers that crosses the line, and it's a try. Number 8, Stefan Rogers, crosses the line and brings Finland in front for the first time in this game. Score 10-8 for Finland.
Such a beautiful attack that we've seen, like classical rugby, I would say not even classical, canonical rugby stuff we just witnessed. It's really nice to see. And if you have, I believe, like 5 meter scrum, you need to take these chances. It's really important. And now, as you said, Leo, finishers who came on the pitch, they really give an impact, and it's the second time when we see it.
Yeah, Finland making good use of their like big carriers to grind in the trenches and making meters and creating an opportunity out wide. Gibraltar was just outnumbered. Good chance to find a break, which is what Rogers did. It was a really good 2-on-1 play. Now the kick is just slightly wide on the right side. It looked good on the first when the hit happened, and then it just deviated on the right side. So the score remains Finland 10, Gibraltar 8.
Yeah, but now it's with 1 point difference, anything can be changed. But we have to say that it's if we forget about first half, score would be 3-10. So now Finland is kind of like bouncing up.
Definitely, Finland came into the second half with a different mentality, way more cynical from the beginning.
Go behind the line.
We finished, I want to say, we started the second half exactly how we finished the first, with a few errors from Gibraltar that forced them inside the red zone, their 22, and Finland this time able to capitalize. Now it's a good catch on the right side from Lahtinen, work from Gibraltar to try to hold him up and cause a turnover, but now it's advantage for Finland. Carrying in the middle with Christian offside again.
What a carry!
We see a very undisciplined now defensive line from Gibraltar. A bit too eager to go and anticipate. We mentioned that in the first half, that Finland could have drawn them and baited them into mistakes, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, this half, it's clear that Gibraltar have more penalties than during the first half, and I believe it's just because of the quality of finish attack, because sometimes it's the only way to stop your opponent is to break the rule, because like you offside, let's say, but you need to tackle, otherwise the player will just run. So yeah, it's not undisciplined decision from Gibraltar, just really good attack from Finnish side, from my opinion.
Yeah, the situation also became very challenging for us, Andre. I believe someone is grilling some burgers next to us, because I smell something really nice. It's gonna make us hard to concentrate on this game. But back to it, it's a lineup for Finland that somehow manages to maintain the ball.
You're too slow.
Oh, now I feel it too. Oh, I was just about to say that I'm happy that I'm...
Tap and go quickly from John Poole to take away meters. Big gap in the middle, one-on-one, breaking 2 tackles. We know Poole is a big carrier. The number 8 from Saimaa Shark, bringing some experience onto this field. It's another advantage for Finland. They're not breaking the tackle. Now he's alone on the breakdown, but the support comes in time to maintain the ball. Finland attacking now on the right side. There is space on the edge, but Gibraltar manages to slow down enough to move defenders. Playing on the right side, it's a 3-on-2, quick hands, ball gets on the side, wing tackle, losing the ball, and now we're gonna go back to the advantage. Penalty.
Incredible, how did Finland manage to have outnumber on the Right, because the rock was
What you
so
gotta do
slow.
is stride.
I was thinking that
It was
everything
not
is
back
even,
chin,
but
it was
then
offside
they start
twice
to
with
play,
leg
and you
guards.
suddenly see that
There was
Finland have
number-
one more player on the
I think it was
side.
number-
It's like
and
he
he's trying
just
to get
jumped
his
from
jersey
the
number.
from the
He's
grass.
conceded infringement territory
Yeah, I
now,
think
right?
Finland had a couple really big carry in the middle, taking away a bunch of defenders, and
Probably.
They need to get
Gibraltar
back.
was just a bit slow in folding when the game changed direction from right to left to right. That's how Finland was able to create the outnumber. I agree with you that
Patrick,
breakdown was a
Ollie,
bit
I need
slow,
to start getting
so maybe
numbers
we're
of
gonna
players
see seeing the Gibraltar defensive line losing a little bit of that
You wanna make
tidiness
this up?
and composure that we saw in the first half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe now it's gonna be. Yeah, it's a
Offside.
penalty, and I believe they're gonna kick. Yeah, this half. Oh no, and it's not.
There you go. We talked about that,
In
and
touch. You landed in touch. You got to land in the field of play.
Oh, Leo, can you please comment that?
What's up?
I didn't get what happened. I hear the referee, but I didn't
I
get.
haven't
Jumping
seen.
in,
So what
Tap it in,
there are many
and then
ways
land in the
to that you can keep the ball inbounds.
Okay.
Either you catch the ball and you land inbounds if the ball has already crossed the plane of touch, or you're able to start from outside and bounce the ball back in field if the ball has not crossed the line of touch. So
Okay.
what I believe happened there is that the ball had already crossed the line of touch, so what the player had to do was jump, catch the ball and land inside. Instead what happened, he knocked the ball inside, but it had already crossed the line of touch, hence it's going to be a touch on the points.
Okay, so
Yeah, you can come up. You're good.
Now Finland are trying to track strike, Galivas to Koponen in the middle, big carry, clearing the ball, and now Finland has an opportunity to play back on the right side. Ooh, there was no understanding who the ball would get to.
Mike off.
Knock-on advantage now for... No, instead, it went
No.
backwards, sorry, my bad. Ball is still for Finland, another opportunity to play, lucky bounce backwards, playing hands. Now plenty of space, a 3-on-2, ball
Oh,
all wide
such a
and
lovely
backwards an
pass.
opportunity and score.
Strike.
oh, you want to see this type of tries? That's so canonical, like pass not to the player on the left, but a deep pass, and then one more pass out wide to the wing, and wing was just ready to receive this ball and jump into the try zone. So lovely try.
No, it went
We
straight
talked
down.
about synergy between players, and you
Sorry,
can see
I
here
should've
a
called it
connection
louder.
between a few players that have played
Exactly.
already for a long time.
Yes.
Koponen with a beautiful miss pass to Samu Petteripakko on the side, and
called it straight down.
that had those 5 meters to just burst and dive and score, bringing Finland
Hey,
up
Michael.
15-8 now. It's going to be another very difficult kick. Ari Galivas really cannot catch a break, and we're seeing now another kicker lining up. This time is Kim Ali Keskikylä attempting from the left side to convert the kick. Kick looks good. See, I think
No,
just short, and
yeah,
you
it's-
see those
it-
extra 50 meters.
Again
Kicking
about
in.
distance. Yeah.
I think it barely, just short, so I think it almost had the distance, would have been through if the post would have been in a normal place, but it is what it is today. So the score, we start from Finland 15, Gibraltar 8.
So 7 points difference, like exactly
Yeah,
one
no,
try
it's-
with conversion,
Just don't
which
take
is
the
a good score difference, but not comfortable enough to relax.
We haven't really seen Gibraltar inside the half of Finland in this second half.
Yeah. Except of this penalty.
Yeah. And now, as we call it, they're going to have an opportunity now. Yeah, as you said, the penalty for obstruction was really the opportunity they had, and they took 3
Yeah.
points out of it. Now, Finland again struggling with the kickoff restart, now a knock-on, and Gibraltar has the ball inside the half of Finland. Finland.
Yeah, and it's really interesting because I think it's just about possession, right? It's not like Gibraltar play worse in attack. They just did not have the ball for the whole. For how long? It's been like 15 minutes or even like 17 minutes of the second half.
Crouch.
So let's see. Now they
And you get
have a
and you
set piece. It's a scrum. So
Fine.
far, scrum on Gibraltar side was really strong. So probably they gonna have balls this time, and let's see how they're gonna use it.
A big push from the Finnish
Oh.
back, but the ball is on Gibraltar's side. They have an opportunity to play. Ball out wide to the outside center, bouncing into the last 15, trying the one-on-one. Is he gonna get pushed through? No, he manages to stay inbounds. Koponen had his hands on the ball, but it gets cleared away. Another opportunity to play. Gibraltar, one-on-one. It's a big tackle from Finland, stopping immediately the action. They're gonna restart. I see a pod lined up. 9 to pod. Trying to win a one-on-one, breaking the first tackle and now getting through. There was a really big tackle from Tero Sivonen right there, blocking the stop. Advantage for Gibraltar now, I believe, for offside. Good Finnish pressure on the defensive line now. Gibraltar unable to make meters, but there is an offside.
I don't know, Leo. It looked like, yeah, it was a good pressure, that's for sure. But same time, like, looked like every time first tackle was missed, and only second player actually gets the hands on the player. And now we see that it's an offside.
I think Finland is doing a good job in taking the space away, and they're always going for a double tackle.
Yes.
So even if the first tackle is broken, they're managing to pin the defender there. As you see, they're managing to gain meters every time.
That's a good point.
In defense. So we are seeing some principle of the blitz defense applied by Finnish now, surely with more success than the first half. Unfortunately, again, when you play blitz defense, you need to be able to be patient with your launch, and Finland instead now gets penalized for an offside. We're seeing many offside on the Gibraltar side as well, so probably a little bit of tiredness from both sides is kicking in.
And Gibraltar decide to kick the ball, and I think it's right call, because Leo, as you said, they have ball for last attack. It was multiple phases, but I believe they start this attack in scrum, and now the kicker is only like, I don't know, 3 meters ahead of the scrum when scrum was played. So yeah, it's best way to take points if you can. Score is not that big yet, so you can change the game if you take these points. Oh, that's a good kick.
Yeah, my type, I'm afraid.
But it's not in, unfortunately. But that's a good kick. They much like Gibraltar kicker is don't have any problem with distance.
That looked like a good strike with Gibraltar trying to go under break, but I think the ball just went wide left.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity here from Gibraltar, but now they're gonna get the ball back from 22-meter restart kick. It's my reminder that the ball cannot go in touch, has to stay inbounds. So Galivas is gonna go for distance, getting the ball deep into the half, making it bounce many times, and Gibraltar lets it bounce, buying time for the Finnish defensive line to go up. When I said it 22, nice chip to see. The ball bounces. A couple of knock-ons on both sides. We're gonna see what the ref saw there, if he's gonna let it play.
First knocked on by blue, then by red, and then again on the ground.
You have heard it straight from the ref. Knock on Finland, knock on Gibraltar. So it's gonna be a scrum for Gibraltar that gets out of this situation relatively fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucas.
Smart kick from Galivas, making the ball bounce multiple times. Gibraltar allowing the ball to bounce multiple times, but so much time for the Finnish defensive line to go up. Interesting chip and chase, the first one of the first of the game.
Yeah, I think it was really important that kick was landed exactly on the middle between 3 players, so they all was kind of like you, me. That's why it bounced for so many times. But now, last scrum was really strong from Finnish side, and now they still contested and start to win it. Oh, they probably get the ball.
A big steal from
Look
Finland
at that,
right here.
wonderful.
Good job. Big pressure on the Finnish stand that gets away, evades, and manages to get the ball out wide. So good steal from Finland here, an opportunity to play. Big carry from John Poole in the middle, breaking a couple of passes. Opportunity for Finland to play. We go off the boot, ball up in the air. It's a nice up and under. We need to put some pressure here on the Finnish side. On the 15 that now is isolated, evading a tackle. Good job in the backfield from Gibraltar, buying time. That was a dangerous situation, a 1v3, but escaping that first tackle. And now an opportunity next to the breakdown, not well defended. A bit of continuity from the Gibraltar side with the offloads. Hands on the ball from the Finnish 12, but there is no turnover. We keep playing. We play hands in small spaces. Could step in, evading a couple of tackles now. Huge tackle, but there is obstruction. Okay.
Here.
Tough call that came straight from the touch judge, I believe, of an obstruction.
That was a lovely attack from Gibraltar.
Same as you got in the first half.
It gets really nice for us in the sidelines when the game gets broken and we get to see some continuity, some offloads. It get very entertaining.
On the 5.
Again, it was a dangerous situation that Gibraltar has escaped. It was a really nice kick from the Finnish stand up in the sky, and it was a 1v3 in the backfield.
Yeah, if I would bet my money, I would say no, he gonna be tackled, that ball would be still, but he managed to run away from them. I don't know how did it happen. against all odds.
It's vital for those backfield players to be cold-blooded when those high ball arrive.
Exactly.
And having the calm and composure to do that sidestep and then staying on your feet to buy time for your teammates to come and support you. That proved vital for Gibraltar to get out of their red zone. Now Finland has another opportunity around the 10-meter
16,
line.
get your hand down. Don't block the throw.
Oi, oi, oi.
Full hands on the ball.
Right
Catching
to
the ball
the
with his hand, with his head. That's where a scrum cap comes in handy sometimes.
Well, if you catch it, you catch it. No problem with what part of your body.
Leave it be.
Finland attacking in the middle. Good carry from Christian Corner, offloading to Alani. Offloading again. Kontila held up, manages to get down. Possession for Finland. Ooh, a bit of hard ball to play, but it's backwards, so keep playing.
Good
Lahti
recovery.
and maintains possession. Alani clearing that rock. Ball out wide. Nice small passes between the Finnish centers to create an opportunity. But Gibraltar doing a good job in slowing down those rocks. Ooh, now it's big carry. Ooh, Lahti had an opportunity for an offload, but nobody taking their chances. And now it's a big
ball is
steal from
still-
Gibraltar
oi,
that
oi,
can
oi.
play the counter-attack.
That would be so lovely offload. For so many
No,
players, but no one ready to pick the ball. Oh, big tackle by number 21, I believe.
Samo Petteri Pakko, big tackle now.
On
Kronen missing a tackle.
Oi, oi, oi. And second tackle on the road by
Ashley
21.
White for Gibraltar came in and gave an impact, breaking a couple of tackles. So now giving Gibraltar a platform to opportunity. Hendring is letting them down a little bit, but they keep playing. Ooh, huge work in the middle of the Finland for a double tackle. Chris Denor, Tapio Lahtinen to buy time. We see Lahtinen down, slow to get up, while Gibraltar is setting an opportunity to strike from the left, having the advantage.
Such a dangerous moment for Finland, because Gibraltar has the ball. They have the momentum.
I can't play on because you're on your hands. Got a penalty there or penalty here.
Okay, so Gibraltar team even have a choice between two marks for penalties.
You got a penalty here. Or a
Good to see
penalty here.
finally some multi-phase, some big impacts from Finland, but a bit indisciplined.
11, not rolling away.
Not running away.
You've heard it from the ref first. With Gibraltar now as an opportunity again inside the 22. Looks to me they're gonna go for the touch and try to get the score a little close. Only 7 points are separating the two teams right now, so a try and a conversion after that.
Oh, that's a lovely kick, 5 meters line out. I think kick was even more farther, but in rugby you can't play line out closer than 5 meters. So it's as much as you can get from that kick. Okay, well
We're seeing, we're seeing a couple of subs. Tero, Simonen, which had a great game, and Tapio Lahtinen are coming out. We've seen Lahtinen just on the ground moments ago, so probably a big hit. And we see Stefan Rogers and Olli Rasanen coming back in, so the captain back on the field.
Finland move down. Finland move down. Finland move down. Finland, there we go.
That's a really dangerous line out. I feel pressure myself, but I'm not even playing. Oh, nice steal! Oh, that's a lovely steal. He almost fall on the ground, but he still managed to fight for the ball and win it. Now we're gonna see,
Ball's there.
but it's really hard rack to win, and really good pressure from Gibraltar.
Good
defense.
exit kick under pressure to get a few meters away, closer to the 22-meter line for Finland.
Yeah, let's see, and it's going to be line out. Line out in this half is much more confident from Finnish side. So if they manage to win it or contest it well enough to get the ball, they can kick straight away because they're playing in Z22.
Wow, actually, no, you're right, actually.
It was really
I think it's
dangerous attack from
15,
Gibraltar with really good momentum. But now we see like
math was never
two
the good
penalties, and you need to pick between two penalties. Then you have what was it, like an exit kick, etc., etc. So the game kind of slowing down.
No competition.
So it's going to be harder for Gibraltar to keep this momentum back. But Oh, that's a good big carry. All
Big carry,
defenses.
but big tackle in the middle of the field. Area very fun that after the application of the new rules, there was no contest on that rock. Big double tackle there. Good work from Kim Ali Keskikul and Yasser Alani. Double tackle causing a knock on. Ball back for Finland. Deep in their 22. We're going to see maybe a setup and then an exit kick perhaps. We're going to see what Finland is going to come up here. Gibraltar again missing an opportunity, but we have an advantage now. Free play for Finland. We're going to try and get something out of nothing inside the 22. John Poole again breaking tackles.
Oh, penalty.
I guess this was an unplayable ball, or again another penalty for number 16 of Gibraltar, Kian Goldsmith, not rolling away. An accumulation of penalty anyway results in Finland again escaping danger from their 22.
Yeah, exactly.
Small spiral on that kick, and we get out of the 22 of Finland about the middle of the field.
But this time Finland was much more confident in defense than the last attack. I think they was folding really well. They was counting the players. As you said, double tackled strategy really helps to get the ball back.
Yeah, Gibraltar really cannot escape the blitz defense at the moment from Finland. Lots of really good double tackles. They're really good at targeting the correct ball carrier, and this has already provoked a couple of turnovers that proved vital for Finland. Now a little bit of misunderstanding. The jumper doesn't go out and the ball gets back to Gibraltar as an opportunity to play. We see some fancy handling that doesn't pay off. They maintain the possession. Tackle on the left side of the field. Gibraltar ready to restart the attack. Another one-off pass. The ball gets out into the line-out.
Yeah, the best defender of the day is a line-out for sure.
Yeah, we've seen Gibraltar try to get some continuity and a quick ball maybe on the left side, but maybe there is not so much connection or misunderstanding this time, and the ball gets straight in the line-out. Gibraltar started this game with lots of composure and a very well-polished attack, finely ruled by the number 10, Griffin, but we have not seen the same organization here in the second half. Perhaps a little bit of tiredness is kicking in, but Gibraltar needs to make better use of their offensive opportunity. On the other side, Finland really stepped in defensively comparing first half to the second half. We see now the defense being way more effective.
Most important, in attack, it's much more harder to be creative, to be aggressive when you miss 2 tries in a row, and now you're losing the game. So yeah, I think it's mentally harder to attack, to feel like you're on top when you need to chase your opponent now, not to try your chances. So yeah, second half is definitely looks different from the first one.
Yeah. 10 minutes left on the clock.
But Gibraltar is still in the game. We're seeing Finland can't escape their own half, and they don't even have ball right now. But it's a good attempt for turnover.
We see the Gibraltar pack that is struggling, but they maintain possession. Now we're gonna go off 10. Trying to step inside, but now falls into the trap. Big tackle from Mikael Ikonen from the inside.
And good counteract. Maybe, yes, the ball is stolen.
You're on your knees on the ground. You can't play
Really
the ball.
nice counteract.
You're on your feet first. Play the ball 21.
As you said, big word from Finland in this case. Getting the ball back, and again, Gibraltar has to come up with new ideas in attack, because Finland is countering everything that they're bringing at them in the second half. And an opportunity now to go into touch. A big kick from
unlucky bounce.
Unlucky bounce. It could have been straight inside the 5, instead bounces off, and given that he went into the dead area past the try line, it's going to be a scrum on the spot of the kick.
I don't really it's not common when something like that happens, like when penalty kick goes to the dead zone. So it's if you ask me, I wouldn't even know how they resume the game. It's so yeah. That's why I'm not a referee, but the referee certainly knows what he's doing. So now we're going to see scrum, and I believe we even have some break because of small injury, or maybe like head hit assumption or something like that.
With jokes. How much time in the clock, is that correct?
I've got about 8 minutes.
We have about 8 minutes left, according to the time clock.
And the referee.
Okay, perfect.
I think they do a good job in stopping the clock even here on the side.
Oh,
so now we
yeah,
can see
now
what's
I
going on.
Yeah, that's a really good job actually by the board scoreboard.
Okay.
I don't know, volunteer, scoreboard player. I wanted to say, but it's not the position on the pitch.
Yeah, take 'em on. Yep.
What's now after that kick dead?
It's a scrum.
Yeah, we're taking now a little bit of a dead moment. We're gonna set out what's coming next. Just
It's
taking
right,
care
don't
of the
go for a
wounded.
goal line drop.
We're gonna restart with the scrum.
Nah, it's not fucking rugby league. In our
We've seen a very dominant pack in the scrums in the second half from Finland. It was a good contest from Gibraltar in the first half, but then again, the finishers coming in, very experienced players, know what they're doing on the field, know what they're doing with the Finnish jersey on, really bringing that impact that every team needs.
John, you happy? You got all your subs? You got all your subs? Sorted?
So Leo, is it about time when you can decide like who is the best player of the match for the both teams?
I'd say
How do you
we
think?
can get closer to the end of the match. This is still very wide open, right? 7 minutes, but maybe we're gonna take a guess at our MVP when the score gets when the time gets close to the end.
Analyzed. But so far, who do you think is like really noticeable player on the pitch from the both teams?
There have been plenty of big performances. I want to say right here, both number 10s. I was very happy on both sides on how they've been directing the game. And again now a couple of penalties swinging back and forth. Previous scrum collapsing on Finland, quick tap penalty from Gibraltar that turned off into a sealing off. And now it's going to be another penalty for Finland with Gibraltar unfortunately not taking advantage of an opportunity.
It looks like Finland is controlling the game like for past, I don't know, 10-7 minutes, but they still can't escape from their own half. It's insane. And now we can see like, what is it? No, it's not legal. Okay, ball. So yeah, it's gonna be finally line out on the Gibraltar's half, but it's the first action I think for the past 10 minutes on this half of the pitch. Yeah, talking about player of the match or like our candidates, I agree that both number 10s are really noticeable on the pitch. I really like Gibraltar's number 10. I believe it's him who breaks the line in the first half with this lovely footwork afterwards. But line out is stalling, and Gibraltar is playing right now on their own half with hands, and it's really good distribution of the ball and 2v1 on the wing.
Really good set piece play to get outside on the edge, making meters and bouncing back in.
And now they're on the middle of the pitch again.
Chris Winrow on the left winger really put a big shift, and now a big line break from Gibraltar. Tried to connect on the outside.
Unlucky! Oh, I bet this player will see nightmares about this passing in his dreams tonight. It's so frustrating. Such a good pass, such a good attempt, but sometimes it just
Ashley White couldn't control that ball. There was a monster line break right there in the right side of the field from Gibraltar, enabling an opportunity to get the ball out wide, and they just cannot control and cannot finish. The clock is ticking. We're at the 75th minute, and Gibraltar really cannot capitalize on the opportunities that are coming.
It's so interesting moment because Finland is kind of controls the game. We can see how they stop all Gibraltar's attempt to penetrate the defense, but they on their half, as I already mentioned, but they also have 7 points difference. So yeah, it's kind of like in hockey in the end. How do you call it in English? You know, when some team is losing but they have a puck and they need to put pressure on the opponent for the last like minutes of the match. Is it
like a comeback? You're talking to a person that knows nothing about hockey, so it's.
And you live in Finland, Leo. You shouldn't say it.
I'm also Italian and I don't follow football, so it's I'm
okay, so
I'm a complicated human being.
Well, yeah, you need to be you need to know better about hockey. I will not tell anyone, but probably people who watch this translation.
I watched one game of ice hockey. It was Italy-France in Helsinki, and Italy lost.
Italy-France.
But coming back to rugby now, Finland with the set piece strike, a lovely loop in the middle.
Oh.
Kalivas opening space on the right side, 3v0.
3v0.
Strong sprint from Paco. Ball on the outside. Vartiainen as space gets tackled and couldn't connect with the offload. What a play by Finland, but couldn't capitalize. Ball back to Gibraltar, deep inside their half.
It was such a lovely play piece. Everything works perfectly, but straight after the break line, when we have this 3v0 and it's time for improvisation, unfortunately this offload
you gotta
didn't
love
work.
the way that a 10-12 loop can open space out
Yeah.
wide sometimes.
But now we see really
Another
good line
broken
break from-
tackle, attacking in the middle. 2, 3 broken tackles.
I think even
what
4.
a performance. I mean, you were asking me a standout player from Gibraltar side, Chris
Number
Winrow,
11,
really.
yes.
What a game today. Ball out wide, Ashley White stepping back in. Stepping back in, Benny more space. Now a big tackle. We've seen Manu Holmila is back on the field with number 2. The subs, really sneaky subs.
The game is still so not decided. It's so lovely to see how both teams are still trying their best. Oh, and we see another break line. Stopped really quick this time. Yeah, I don't know this word in English. Pity. I will translate it and I will be ready next time. But yeah, it's still not clear who is going to win this game. Now the ball is kind of slow. We can see how Gibraltar set up the new... Oh, and they lost the ball. And we can see counter-attack. Oh, 2v1. Lovely pass and wide space. Enough space for footwork. Okay, nice tackle. Really nice defensive effort from Gibraltar's player.
Now,
Oh,
Alani,
and really
big
good
up,
run.
big up.
Run, Yasser, run!
Big
such a
tackle.
lovely
Alani
run.
smelled his first try with the Finnish jersey. Took a big up and now we are close to the 5 meter. It's a tap from Gibraltar. Let's see what the referee has seen. Because that was so
Oh.
far away from us.
Leo, what's happening? Last 2 minutes, just champagne rugby.
Champagne rugby, yeah.
Insane. So wide passes, so really wide break lines. I love how Yasser gained a lot of meters in his first game. Really happy for him.
Yeah, Alani really saw the Red Sea opening in front of him, sprinted in the gap, and it was only number 15 Pablo Kusner from Gibraltar that denied him the try. He got stopped 5 meters before, but then Finland again creating opportunity on opportunity on opportunity in the second half.
Yeah, but Gibraltar as well. It started like break line from Gibraltar, break line from Finland, like ball lost again. It's that's what you want to see in the end of the game, not when both teams are tired and like walking and try to keep the ball in the rack. No, the game is pretty much alive and we see risk, we see creativity on the pitch. It's lovely. These teams didn't play each other for 7 years, and I think it's a big mistake because now the quality of rugby and the, how do you call it? Like when you don't know how game gonna end.
The uncertainty of it, I want to
Yeah,
say.
that, like it's
Everything is on the table still. We're still just under break, so Gibraltar could as well draw this game any moment. But now Finland is the one with the possession in the 22 with an opportunity to extend the lead.
yeah, and clocks are ticking. It's only 2 minutes.
Yeah, and the clock
Even
is
less.
not stopping, so it's less than 2 minutes going on if the clock is correct, of course. We want to remind our crowd, our spectators, that Gibraltar and Finland played twice before, 2017 and 2018, and Gibraltar won in both occasions. So Finland now is smelling the first win on home soil. Big carry from John Poole, breaking a couple of tackles now, 5 meters short of the try line.
Oh, such a nice support, really stable ruck.
They're gonna play a strike
Oh,
on
but
the outside. Garivas isolated, but breaking a tackle, managing to
Ooh, what
offload
an
to
offload.
Koponen, but that's a knock-on, and Gibraltar escapes. We're seeing the bench and the staff from the Finnish side complaining. Probably there was some shenanigans that happens that we didn't see. Some hands on the ball that we're clearly unhappy with, but the referee was quite clear with what he saw. It's gonna be a scrum for knock-on number 23 from Finnish side.
Yeah, if you show me one episode when everyone is happy with what referee said, I will quit rugby because it never happens. All the time someone unhappy. That's how this game goes because it's really emotional. It's a lot's happening at the same time, so of course you have your own perspective.
We do proud ourselves as rugby players to be the one most respectful of the referee.
Yes,
So
that's true. Yeah, even if you're so frustrated, you not show it like in disrespected way, and you always take one referee told you. Part of mentality.
and it was a good direction today. I see, but like a very clear judgment metric.
Are you saying
Oh.
that your MVP of the game is a referee today, though?
That's not what I said. I thought for a moment that Gibraltar was gonna top that ball, but then it makes more sense they're gonna go with the line. I was just confused by the positioning. Just outside the 22, and this might as well be the last play of the game. We're deep inside we're past the 80th minute. We're deep inside the half of Gibraltar still, but they have to come up with something to try and draw this game. They'll have to score and they'll have to get a kick out of it. But I honestly don't see a way that Gibraltar can go and score if they don't take use of their big ball carriers right now.
Yeah, exactly. And also for Finnish team, like, okay, yes, you on top, so you just need to hold on, but I believe you, not really clean lineout, but they still managed to keep the ball. Well, probably it's not what you expect to have after your lineout. They just have a ruck on this place, but they have the possession.
We're clearly like in broken rugby territory right now, so Gibraltar probably trying to work on an individual success to try and get, but Finland steals the ball back. We saw that there was some struggling in rocking right there. Good hand on the ball. Opponent kicking out because we're well outside the 80th minute. And this is the end. Finland brings home the win against Gibraltar for 15-8. A really good match with two faces, I want to say.
What a game.
Gibraltar really coming with a strong performance in the first half and going to the halftime on top, and Finland coming back and scoring 15 points in the second half to really put an emphasis mark on their win. What do you think of the game, Andre?
Yeah, I think it was really good call from coach by making these subs, because finishers came so hungry, so ready to bring an impact, and they certainly did for this 10, like, I believe 10 points for like first 5 minutes of the second half. So of course you want to make this type of subs. But what an effort from both teams. I really like this game. I really looking forward to see more of this. And if if my Google is correct, it's a start of the 2 years like partnership between Finland and Gibraltar.
Oh yeah, definitely. So we're gonna see these
see
teams playing
more
each
of
other again.
And it's lovely because this score difference is just showing how it's that like quality of game, that differences level, which is not a huge one, if it's even here, that you want to see. And yeah, I know, I really like this game. What are you thinking, Leo?
I was very happy. First of all, I praised Gibraltar, like of course a really tough away game to come here, and
Yes.
luckily it didn't rain, so you didn't jinx it. But still a very cold day today here in May. But they came here wanting to, with the hunger to win this game, started really strong. I really loved their defensive performance in the first half, and they really looked like they were working like a clock under the direction of Griffin in the first half. Just couldn't keep it up for 80 minutes. I loved the reaction from Finland. Came into the second half, big impact from some players coming in from the bench, but huge performance from also many of the people that were wearing the jersey for the first time. Finland eventually figured things out. Defense started clocking in the second half, took advantage of a couple of opportunities offensive-wise. Eventually, like way less mistakes in the second half compared to the Gibraltar side, and that brought them the win.
Yeah, about that, and I also want to compliment Gibraltar team for one more thing. So, in the beginning of second half, Finland managed to swap the game and score like 15 points, but the second half of the second half, sorry for this way of saying this, was now, if I'm correct, right? So it was like really, and you can see how Finland switch a lot of people back into the game, and etc. But still, it was such a close game.
Indeed. And on that, we're going to say goodbye. Thanks for being with us on the stream. I believe there is more to come. I've heard that there is potential interviews at the end, but I'm not sure. Just stick with the stream. There is more to come. Congratulations for Finland for today's win. From Leonardo and from Andre. It's everything for today.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Let's figure it out.
I can only breathe them for so long, so that's great, yeah.
Is he going to get us questions?
I don't know.
How's your remote, is he? What's filming, mate?
All right. Hey, good shift today on the field. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. Just came short, like just under break in the game against Finland. What were your thoughts coming into this game, and what are your thoughts about it now?
Quite frankly, the sort of thoughts coming in was, we've got quite a new team, a lot of new players, really exciting. Quite a few first cappers as well. So realistically, what we want to do is come out, put on like a really good performance, make sure we have the physicality there, have a few really good sort of set pieces and stuff like that, which I think we had. You guys just, really turned it on the second half, and we just had a fair few too many sort of mistakes in that sort of first half. Could have built a bit more of a scoreboard going into the second half. But yeah, all in all, I'm pretty happy with the performance. Obviously, wish we could have got the win, but it is what it is.
Of course. As you said, you guys had a really, really strong first half. You came, especially your defense was very organized, very good work also on the attack to try and take those opportunities, and then the second half went through. So what is now your next step moving into the next game? We know that there is a partnership now between Finland and Gibraltar, so you guys are going to see each other again.
Yeah. I'm always excited to play against Finland. I actually got my first debut game against Finland, so it's always a special game for me.
Okay.
But I think coming into sort of probably the next game, which I think is in sort of January time, hopefully the heat will get to you guys a little bit more, and we can blow out the water a little bit more in the second half. And yeah, I quite honestly think, it's always great to come and play against you guys. I'm really appreciative to get the game. And I think the next test is just going to be a bit more physicality, bring a few more sort of big hits like we did in the first half. And then just converting a few more of those like possibilities in sort of in your 22.
We've seen a lot of potential on the field, so looking forward to the next game.
Appreciate it.
Now go and celebrate in the third half.
I will do. Need some places to go out in Finland. So
I'm sure the Finnish team will help you guys.
Thank you very much.
Okay, have a good one and see you next time.
Yeah, cheers.
Well,
You can get better than that.
step this way. Ollie, congratulations, big win on the field today. We were just discussing a really, really strong second half from Finland, adjusting things from the first half that were really connecting to the second one. What do you think about it?
Yeah, we struggled a little bit about the connection in the first half, and had a little talk in the changing room, like we need to work for ourselves, work without the ball, and start connecting. And yeah, we came up really well at the second half. We really showed that we're capable of, and pretty good.
Yeah, we were really happy to see there were plenty of opportunities in the first half, but just more cynical in the second to bring that home. And you mentioned like a really good talk in the halftime with the team to bring it up. Also, plenty of new faces on the team, so I guess you guys are also very happy with that.
Yeah, we had a lot of new players and like low caps representing and giving us the opportunity. Really want to show what we're capable of, and that the Finland team really have the depth in the numbers, and this is a great opportunity for all of us.
Oh, that's really good to hear. Now you guys are coming from a high, like a few wins before in the Rugby Europe Conference. This win against Gibraltar, the first one. Now we're going into the 15th season for the summer. What is next for the Finnish national team moving forward?
Just keep the trend going. Yeah, small stuff, getting details right, and I think we have the depth, we have opportunities, and just keep the trend going.
That's
the
great.
Start.
Yeah. Thank you, Ollie. Go celebrate because it's very earned.
Cheers.